Well, today marks a fresh start for the Charlotte Hornets. Within the last 3 hours, the team introduced new head coach Charles Lee.
Exciting. Well, sports director Nick Carboni caught up one-on-one with him following today's news conference.
Here with new Charlotte Hornets head coach Charles Lee, introduced today here in South End. Charles, we heard about your hire about a month and a half ago, but you've been a little busy winning another NBA championship, your second as an assistant. How did you keep up with both jobs simultaneously during that run?
Oh, it was fun. It was actually one of those things that fueled me in the morning where it's like you get to do these things, which is really exciting, like going on a playoff and a championship run with the Celtics. And then also after you take that hat off, now you get to put your Hornets hat on and figure out how are you going to help this team? How are you going to build relationships? How are you going to build a staff? And I think that throughout that whole process, I just got even more excited about finally being able to get here full time.
Your new bosses, co-chairman Rick Schnall and Gabe Plotkin, have time and time again said they want to turn the Hornets into the premier franchise in the NBA. I know you heard that a lot in the interview process. That is such a long-term goal. Where does it start for you as a head coach? What's the first step?
I think the first step is just doing the work, coming in every day and trying to create this identity of just being obsessed with daily improvement. The previous organizations I've been a part of, it was no secret to how we were going to operate day to day. It was another opportunity for us to get to work, and it wasn't an obligation, and that's kind of how the players approached it. And I'm looking forward to kind of instilling that into these guys, and I think that they've already shown that there's a huge care factor. And so with the structure that we bring about, it's going to be really good for them to be able to hit the ground running.
You called this a talent-rich roster that's been snake-bitten by injuries. I think a lot of Hornets fans would agree. Can you just tell me about two players and how important they are going to be to the future of this franchise under your tutelage, Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball?
Yeah, I think everybody on this roster is going to be very important for how we're able to build this and have sustainable success. There is a big part that it's going to start with Brandon and LaMelo. So number one, obviously being able to get LaMelo healthy, and the things that he's able to do on both ends of the court are going to really help us. I think that with his size and pushing him a little bit more on the defensive end and then offensively, he's going to start our pace. I think that he's a phenomenal playmaker that can score, but can also facilitate and get people involved. And then Brandon was able to show you guys last year he has a chance to be a really dominant two-way player as long as he continues to grow. But there's no skipping steps. And so those guys, as important as they are going to be to us, everyone's important. And I think just every day building positive days is going to be important.
All right, new Hornets coach Charles Lee joining us high above South End. Charles, we'll see you somewhere down the street later this year.
I like that.